Hi, my name is Linda Vanderveer, and I want to share with you today my story about the why and how it's affected and impacted my life. My first experience actually was many years ago when I was a single parent and was raising three boys and working full time, and there was a Y near where I lived, and took the boys there, and they participated in the program there at the Y, and they got to do things that they wouldn't have gotten to do normally. They went to camp, and they were picked up after school and were participating in the after school program. They learned to swim. They got to do all kinds of things. And the Y at that time charged me what I could pay because I didn't have very much money. So they were a lifesaver for me. And my kids had lots of asthma and allergy problems, and they totally worked with me on that. And just, I don't know what I would have done without them. So fast forward a few years, and then I remarried to a wonderful man, and Terry, and he and I now currently live just right near the North Park Y, and we share our home with my mom, who's 87, and about 2005, I actually had a gastric bypass surgery because I had gained quite a bit of weight through my second marriage years and raising 5 kids. We have 5 children together and 10 beautiful grandchildren that are just the love and joy of my life. And so in 2005 I had the gastric bypass and lost about 100 pounds in the year after that. But I learned that just the gastric bypass alone does not do what you need to do. I didn't learn and understand all that I needed to learn about continuing physical activity and the right things to eat and how to really maintain that weight loss. So 2007 was about the time that I started work for a company, and I had a job that I really did love. However, that job started becoming extremely stressful and demanding, and I was working really long hours and commuting from Fort Worth to Dallas, and that just was just so very stressful. And along about that same time, my mom was widowed, and she started having health problems, and so about the only thing that my husband and I could figure out was that she needed to move in with us. So at this time, I'm her primary caregiver, and there's really not any family that could help. My brother is a quadriplegic, and it's just the 2 of us, so she doesn't have any other living relatives. And she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2009, I think, and so that, coupled with my job stress, and in the spring of 2010, I just fell apart. It just kind of fell apart, and I was diagnosed with major depression, anxiety, and stress disorder. And the doctors advised me to take a leave of absence, and I did, and that leave of absence turned into permanent early retirement. So the medications that I had to be on, and in addition to the depression, I continued to gain weight, and I needed several things. I needed an outlet for my stress. I needed a way to get healthy, and we kept driving by this beautiful facility everywhere. Every time we went to the grocery store, we drove up the way, and I think, I really need to go. Really need to go check it out and see what's it about. But I was, too self-conscious and didn't feel very good about it. And my doctors had continued to advise me to go. They really wanted me to go and exercise. They didn't care where, but I chose the Y. And so I came in, and my husband and I joined last year. I didn't get too serious about it at the time, and I was having rotator cuff issues, and then I started having tendonitis in my foot, and I have hammer toes and had bunion surgery, so I was kind of like, I was hard to work with, and it was hard for me to exercise. Even the walking exercise, like getting outside and walking became pretty difficult. So anyway, I decided in 2012, in January, that I had to get serious about this. Something had to change. So I decided that the thing for me to do is to hire a personal trainer at the Y, and I checked into it, and the Y had a great personal training program, and they suggested that I work with Carrie Steinke, and she has just been amazing. And my first thought about the personal training was, if I have an appointment, I have to go. If she's expecting me, I can't just say, I'm not going to go this day because I don't feel like it, I don't want to work out, but what I got was that and so much more. Because Carrie just has been a major support for me, and she gave me so much encouragement and made me feel good about myself and told me that I could just do so much more than I thought I could. And I still work with her today, and I've lost 40 pounds since the beginning of this year, since January. And the Y has just been great. The staff here is excellent. Courtney Garsong, the wellness director, she's been wonderful. And just Shelley, I've made a lot of friends, and I just know that when I walk through the front door, I'm going to get all the support and the love and encouragement that I need. And when I think some days I don't feel like coming and exercising, I'm always glad, and I leave feeling so much better. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about too was last spring, the Y here held a program called Spring into Wellness, and Spring into Weight Loss, one of those. But anyway, it was a great program, and several of us signed up for it, and it was like 8-week-long course, and you were evaluated. Each of us were weighed and measured and evaluated, and we had weekly meetings and weekly challenges for competition to win different things. And we also had the benefit of working with a holistic nutritionist. We met with her about weekly, and she was great. Meredith was just excellent, and she's, was always there to answer our questions and help us. And I learned so much, during the program and the whole time that I've been coming to the Y about how to really change my life. It's a lifestyle change. It's not about just it's not about gastric bypass, and it's not just about one short diet, and it's not just about one short workout program. It's about daily changes in your life. And I can really say that the Y has changed my life, and the North Park Y is great. So I highly recommend it. It's helped me with my stress, and it's been a stress relief for me to get away from the house and to do something for me. So it's been great. Thanks.